What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, world? This your boy OG Chill Fetti, man, checking in from a YouTube channel, Supreme Hustle ENT, Universal Knowledge and Information. What I like to do is give everyone a kickstart on how to transition from the ground up. And even if you already a learned person and have knowledge in certain subjects and certain fields, I'm more than likely to listen and learn from you as well. So you can chat in the comments, you can leave some links, and maybe we can, have a dialogue on how to grow each other, but also the purpose is to grow our people and those that's seeking a way out of poverty into financial freedom, as well as being enlightened on how to do for self and also being healthy. So we're going to touch on a lot of subjects in this YouTube channel that I'm presenting here to the world, because I feel like it's still not enough knowledge out there, and not enough people bringing content. We only have a few, and like they say, in the biblical context, many are called, but few are chosen. So I think I'm one of those few. I know a lot of other brothers and sisters, kings and queens out there, think they're one of those few too. So just join the few. That's all I'm trying to tell you. But basically, man, to bring you this knowledge, we want to get you this information. That way you can have the skills to utilize and get yourself out of the situation that you're currently in. It could be a physical state. It can be a mental state. You know what I mean? And you just want to get the knowledge, apply it, and use actionable steps. I told you all about me a little bit in a few videos back, and I'm gonna keep trying to be consistent with these videos. At least try to pump out at least one a day to you guys. And but today's date is December the 2nd, and believe it or not, tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 47 years old. So I come up from an upbringing of Christianity, true enough. However, I still feel that it's so much more for me to learn. And bringing universal knowledge to the forefront, I believe that we can all sit at the table and learn from each other and just figure out the history behind a lot of events that took place. Because once you know your history, you can kind of stray away from doing those things that happened in the past with our own people. Or let's just say that in households there may have been domestic violence, in households that have drug use, and you want to try to break that chain. You want to try to get out of that cycle. You know what I mean? And you don't want that passed down to generation to generation. And so what we finna do right here is help you guys get into the field of mastering. And you want to try to just clear your mind, have an open mindset, and think about that one thing that you're really good at. And once you start to focus your energy on that particular subject or that practice that you really good at, it could be writing, it could be speaking, it could be singing, entertainment, teaching, but you want to master that, before you go out and branch into other things, because once you master one thing, then you know that you have that to give back to others to help them out of whatever situation they may be in. So far as me, I'm an author on Amazon. I write urban novels from things in the environment that I was raised in on the streets, West Palm Beach, Florida. But it's also spiritual components in those novels of characters who's trying to transition their way out of the streets, so just for instance, and you can just look at me, I was in the streets, I used to dib and dab, I used to run the streets, convicted felon. I'm out of that life now. What I'm doing now is giving back, because there's a lot of young guys and young women that need guidance. And I believe that YouTube presents us a physical form of having intellectual dialogue with you guys out there in the world that wants and are hungry for this knowledge on how to transition and how to get to that next level. And even in my music, that's on all digital platforms. I even have an NFT coming out as well on I believe it's Sellouts off DistroKid, and it's only going to be like 10,000 of them made. So get on it while you can. It's Road to the Riches by Fetti. Okay, now let's just get into some simpler subjects for the day. The first one I got is fear. Fear comes from ignorance. When you don't really know what's in front of you, and you hearing other naysayers around you in your circle, or it could be friends, family, associates, and you really want to go out, you want to say, man, I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of living in poverty. I'm not making enough at my job. And you got something deep within inside yourself that can take you to that next level. But however, the environment that you in is so polluted and so toxic with so many different philosophies from different people. But you got a fire, you got a burning inside you that just says, hey man, I know it's there, but how do I get there? And to be honest, actually you just have to go cold turkey. You know what I mean? You just got to jump out there and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, it's no failures. You know what I mean? It's all lessons. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pretty much just learn from the lesson. You know what I mean? Drinking my favorite cup right here, read. Because reading is fundamental. And when you have your fundamentals, you do your analysis, you do your research, and then you're able to come back and provide that to the people, And as you see, I have a lot of books behind me. That's my other computer back there. But you want to eliminate all of that toxic thinking, and sometimes it may take for you to do what's hard for a lot of people. And see, a lot of people like to be entertained through video, right? A lot of people like to see, because they say, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. But I'm going to tell you the whole shebang behind that. Listen, it's best to read. Because what you're doing when you're reading, you're working both sides of the brain, the left to the right, because your eyes got to read from left to right. And then what you're doing, you're actually programming your mind to be more intellectual, to be more eloquent, to come up with the right words when it's time for you to have a dialogue with somebody else. Because reading is powerful. It's a lot of jewels inside of a lot of books that master writers have putting out for us. And the thing is, what people is afraid to do is invest in themselves. And once you start investing in yourself, because there's only one you, man. You're the only one of you on this planet. It ain't no duplicate. You may have a junior, you may have a daughter, but it ain't no duplicate you. Once you over, you is expired. And what you leave behind, it's up to you. So that's why I want to keep this knowledge on fire, keep this channel on fire, and keep giving you all guys the proper knowledge, the universal knowledge. Because what I'm going to be doing is once I take this channel to another level, because I'm just starting on the channel, maybe we can grow it into a podcast and do interviews and have phone interviews, one-on-ones, the 3 on the screen or the 4 on the screen, you know, and everybody can give a piece of nice information that can help the next brother or sister to come up out of whatever that's bogging them down, you know, because you want to detox all of that old dogma out of your brain. You know, you want to just get rid of all of that toxicness. You want to clear yourself up. You know, and it says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, like the brothers say, by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? You got to get rid of that garbage. You know, you want to start. You want to get to a point in life where, hey man, I know what I know, and I'm gonna hold fast to that which is true. And the rest of that stuff, I'm gonna let that BS go. You know, because you know deep down inside that you can be a boss, you can be a CEO, you can be a COO, you can be a CFO. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be able to create your own income as well. And sometimes you just can't jump out there. You got to have a strategic plan on how you want to get things done. And that way you can come into your full self and be able to provide for your family, for people that may need you in the long run. Because you want to try to be that pillar as well. You know what I mean? That person that somebody can count on. And because you got to count on people as well. You know, so it's just time to grow, elevate our knowledge. We coming into 2022. And I was listening to a brother, 19 Keys. And he said by the year 2053, brothers and sisters, our people, the black people, we ain't gonna have no kind of wealth. 2073, the Latino people, same thing. So it's like, we got to break that. And the reason why I say we got to break that is because we want to create that generational wealth. If you just think for a second, And even though you have the other kind, which is in poverty as well, but their poverty is not like our poverty. And if they want it to be, you got to realize at the end of the day, man, ain't number like 50 million of us here out of a country that's 50 states, and it's like 600 million people. So what that's telling you, you got to start creating. You got to step outside your comfort zone. You ain't got long. I ain't got long. So, don't be seduced by your own emotions. Because you're going to have those thoughts in the back of your mind that's going to be like, man, I want to do it, but it's too hard. Ain't nobody going to help me. No. You got to help yourself. You got to know yourself. So I'm just going to tell you straight up. If you don't want to get your brain right, you don't want to shift your mind and take it to the next level, you're going to be lost. It ain't going to be easy. No, it's going to be so many obstacles. But those obstacles are tests and lessons. And you learn from that. And once you capture the lesson out of the obstacle that you done went through or overcame and walked through the fire, you use that. You use that knowledge. You use that experience. You use that wisdom to take you to the next one. You started out on the bus. You saved you some money. Now you got a car. You started out in an apartment. Now you finna pay a mortgage. Now you own a house. From the house, you may buy you some land. You may start a business in your home. It's just all about elevating, growing to the next level. But you can only do that once you got the information and the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding to take yourself to that next level. And if you don't get it from me, you can get it from any other brother that's sharing the correct knowledge. You feel me? So, I just wanted to say that because it's a lot of naysayers out there that's just stuck in Wonderland. And they got what they got coming up now is the metaverse, reality into a fantasy world, a virtual world. And this is $1 trillion, not a million, not a billion, $1 trillion industry that they finna get ready and implement to us, which pretty much is already here. You know what I mean? You got to understand that once you have knowledge, you unfit to be a slave. And that's a quote by Frederick Douglass. Once you have knowledge, you unfit to be a slave. So if you're working at somebody's job, learn what you can. Take those skills, utilize them for yourself to do maybe what they're doing, but do it at a better pace. You may see a weakness in the company. You say, well, okay, this company making money, but I notice a weakness. I can help this company grow. Or if they don't want to promote me, I can start my own company, and where that company was weak at, I can provide that. So you want to come a master in whatever field you in before you branch out. You want to master that. before you branch out. Like, see me, prime example, prison, streets, prison, streets. I took what I learned, crammed it into urban novels with my upbringing, done music as well, and I felt that, okay, it's time for me to start showing myself a little bit more to the public and branch out from that a little bit more, because I want to give back and help people come along the same path that I was on and transition to a higher level of thinking, feeling good about themselves every day when they wake up. Not feeding poison to the people, but feeding the people a sense of good energy. Letting people wake up every morning. Man, let me see what OG Chill Fetti talking about. I wonder what OG Chill Fetti put on his Facebook page today. I wonder what OG Chill Fetti posted on his Instagram or Twitter today. What video he got popping out today. And see, that's the energy that I'm giving to people, you know, because I know what the struggle like. I know what it's like to look around the house for change in all your clothes pocket, to look in your car between the seats, to sleep in your car, to not take baths for days, to get it out the mud, to sleep in the hotel. Because I done been on all of those journeys. So I'm just giving y'all the real, the rough, the rugged today because I'm tired. It hurts to see my people in that position of unconsciousness. We have to grow mentally, physically, and spiritually. We have to get information. We have to line up and go up. So I'm just bringing you this little short video today. Let me see what's going on. Okay, I still got a little bit more time. Okay, so, you know, it's like the moment you become conscious, you have an awareness. You know, you can utilize it to your advantage. And it's just once you become aware of a thing, now you know what it is. Now you know that person for who they are. So it's up to you to deal with it. I'm not finna hang with nobody that's steady, have no morals. I'm not finna be around a person that steady degrades the sister or the brother. You know why? Because I was that same person, but once I became conscious of it, what I was doing, feeding poison to my people, calling my sisters' names, calling my brothers' names, it woke me up. Because if I was in the same place of that brother or that sister, I know that's a degrading feeling. I got kids. So you think I want my kids to be that same person I was in the past? No. I want them to be a better person than I was in the past. And be a better than me when I'm gone. Just like the prophet said, greater things that ye shall do when I'm gone. So take it to the next level. What you waiting on? I told you once, and I'm going to tell you one more time. It's good to look at videos. It's good to get the information. But you got to apply the information. And the hardest thing for some people in this world to do is pick up a book, man. And if you're having trouble reading, seek out help. Ain't nothing wrong with asking for help, man. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. A closed mouth do not get fed. That's why I'm bringing y'all this channel. Supreme Hustle, ENT LLC. Universal knowledge and information. I'm just the guy. OG Chill Fetti, William Clemens. Just want to get you on the right path. That's all I want to do, is just get you on the right path. Because I'm on that path. Love y'all. Peace, joy, happiness, financial freedom, create generational wealth. So long, to the next episode.